My name is Victor Mariscal. Um, Growing up, I never grew up in a Christian home. My parents were Catholic, but they never attended church. I had older brothers that were involved in gangs, drugs, and crazy lifestyle, so I kind of looked up to them. I found myself maybe at the age of um, 12 or 13 years old trying drugs for the first time. I tried PCP, and I flipped out of my mind actually twice. And after that, I just smoked weed and I partied, hung out with the homies. Just a young guy, just trying to look for, just trying to fit in, trying to, even though if it was parties or just hanging out, whatever I could do just to, fit in and feel a part. But when I hit the age of 17, I already dropped out of high school. I didn't complete 10th grade. I didn't have nothing going for me. I remember coming home to my mom's house, and she'd be telling me, to get out or find a place to live because she didn't want me there no more. So I came to a place like a crossroads in my life that I had to figure out what to do. And I remember, my brothers got locked up. So I came to a point in my life when I was about 17 years old. I remember I had nothing left. I remember it felt like I hit rock bottom. My brothers who I looked up to at one time, they were either hooked on heroin and they're locked up and didn't have no jobs. They're just pretty much they had nothing. And I remember telling myself I didn't want to end up like this. That there had to be more to life. I remember even my friends, a lot of them got ended up doing time. A lot of them got shot. All these kind of things, just terrible things were happening. So I remember my brother Alex, he brought up God in one of our conversations. I don't remember what it was, but he brought up God. And then I remember it caught my attention because I remember he never ever talked about God, and it was almost like a real deep conversation, and I was real interested, but he was he was a heroin addict, so he went back to doing his thing, but it still left a curiosity or like a little seed in my heart that I was interested to know about God. So I remember that year what happened was that that 9/11 happened. The airplanes hit the buildings, and at that time everybody was talking about God. Everybody was talking about Jesus coming back soon, and I had no idea who God was. I had no idea who Jesus was. I knew nothing about that, and it caught my attention. And I remember, and then one day my brother Alex and my brother Joe, we went to a small church called it was just a real small humble church at that time when I lived in Chino. And we went, and it was my first time ever stepping into a church. And I remember the preacher was, he was preaching. I don't remember anything he said, nothing. But at the end, I remember him saying, if you want to accept Jesus, if you're a sinner or you committed a sin or an offense against God, you'll spend an eternity in hell. And I knew that I did not I was not living right. Like, I knew I sinned. So when he gave me that opportunity to accept Jesus, I didn't know if God was real, but I told God, I remember telling God, if you're real, if there's a real God, then let me go to heaven. I want to go to heaven. So I went and I asked Jesus into my life. And I remember myself, my brother Alex, and my brother Joe, we all accepted the Lord all at the same time. And shortly after that, I had to move out. My parents told me that, they told me either you got to move out, you got to find a place to live. So I ended up going to Job Corps, and my friend there, or someone I met there, went to Victory Outreach. In exactly 11 days, I will be getting married. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought someone like me would be getting married to a beautiful woman of God. And I did it right. Did it I met her through ministry, and God's blessed me not only with her but with the awesome young boy Nehemiah. And I just thank God. I'm grateful for everything that He's done, and I know that all this is God's plan. You know, someone who had no future, had no destiny, no purpose, but God came and interrupted, and I'm so grateful. And that's why I stay serving God, because it's only because of Him that I'm able to have what I have now, and entering a new chapter in my life. And I'm forever grateful for that. And I thank you, Jesus.